Now, I will have to say there, Muhun could you try black or you so much articulate or kaka can me do pempendubia. Just some few words from the Nakomiama or Yamim. Now, Mr. Day, I have not actually seen this before, but could you try black? He down. One person I call it that must be the form. Or from me, I put to my family question, but she as summer could you to a black on second for more than Nakomia, Nanaka san, who the day, yes, and that is the day of she.
I come to talk about Parliament. And what is going on is used all kinds of things. And you are watching him go on that tangent. The instances that Sammy Okucheto mentioned, the instance of Kofi Asante, and the instance of Wayoseni, are those instances the same as we have today? Are they the same? Are they the same? Kofi Asante's time, even from his own narration in the Hansard about Kofi Asante writing that I'm leaving my seat, I'm leaving the party, I'm going out. And about Wayoseni, say I'm leaving. Are they the same circumstances that we have today? So even those instances that you quote cannot be sustained. Because you even quoted the actions they took to inform Parliament officials that we have left. Are they the same? Rather, the one that is more relevant, the precedent that is more relevant, is Michael Tenyan of the NDC. He declared that he was going to go independent, and he stayed in Parliament throughout. Alive? You don't know of that precedent. Selectivity, that's what you're doing. Selectivity. In Michael Tenyan, he didn't write to Parliament.
Selectivity on the part of the
instances that he's given. He's giving the instances of Kofi Asante and Wayoseni, which are not even appropriate because the circumstances are totally different. Like I'm saying to you, Kofi Asante wrote to say, I'm leaving this Parliament. I'm no more going to be part of this Parliament. I'm leaving. And Wayoseni to same says, I'm leaving. Is it the same situation that we have today? And I'm saying that the closer precedent is Tenyan. When he said that he was going to go independent in the next election, and he stayed in Parliament for the rest of the tenure. That's a closer precedent. And I'm surprised that with all the tomes of a Hansard that he's brought, he couldn't find Tenyano in there. There is the double standard. And you know, Sammy Okucheto was going on about hypocrisy, and I'm like, when is he going to wake up and smell the coffee? You can't talk about hypocrisy. The NDC in the Fomena one, one of their stalwarts, one of Sammy Okucheto's senior collaborators, Ayariga, and good friend, he said that the Speaker Okwe's ruling, even at that time, the NPP party, the Fomena MP, what's his name? Siama, his party had written that he was no more a member of their party. Even then, Ayariga said that it shouldn't lie in the mouth of the party, it should lie in the mouth of the individual to indicate whether he's left or not. And that the man should go to court to challenge Speaker Okwe's decision. He didn't go to court. But today you have somebody like Ayariga. Now that the court action has been triggered to set the position correctly, he's calling the Supreme Court judges as people questioning their legal knowledge. You have Sammy Okucheto doing the same hypocrisy, calling the Supreme Court names. Look at the words that he used again, and you were not afraid. You wouldn't stop him. Huh?
Did I not?
You didn't.
I did.
What did you do?
I asked him, he can't call them that. I didn't hear.
Really?
Yes.
And what happened?
And he didn't continue.
And what happened?
You didn't hear that I
No,
did.
then what happened?
And he stopped.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't miss.
Anyway, but let me go on.
Misconstrue
Now,
anything.
now listen.
I stated facts.
Can I?
Guy who was a member of the
You said I shouldn't interrupt. Please.
Was
by your own standards.
the MPP parliamentary candidate. I did not withdraw that. So I'm just correcting the records. I stated that and I stand by it. Yeah, Sammy, I stand by everything I said.
When I
It's a statement of fact.
When I try to engage you a little bit,
I'm not engaging you. I'm engaging
you
the
slammed me down. You said it's needless. You don't need it. Even when Andy was asking you to say no. Why can't you live by your own standards? You see, even here, you are exhibiting double standards. Even here. You said I should take it easy and let you make your point. And yet you won't let me. Don't do that. When you said this, and I live by it more. Now, I'm saying he's exhibiting the same hypocrisy and double standard that Ayariga. He has called the Supreme Court, he said the Supreme Court has been bastardized, and that the panel is a prejudiced panel, and that they've taken the Supreme Court to utter ridicule. He used those words on the Supreme Court this morning. What has the Supreme Court done? They are just doing their work. That's all. They are not doing anything outside their mandate. In fact, the Supreme Court hasn't even given a ruling. Have they? Have they given a ruling on the matter? They're saying that, okay, we'll consider the matter. In the meantime, because the matter has been brought to us, the status quo should remain. Isn't that what the Supreme Court has said? And that's what they've said. They haven't said we are for this or for that. They said, and it's normal. Anytime you take a matter to court, action is stayed and the status quo is maintained, isn't it? And for this, Okucheto is describing them as, reducing the court to ridicule. That they bastardized the court. That is a prejudiced panel. When the Supreme Court or the courts rule and they like it, they come and sit here and praise the court to the high heavens.
Right.
Remember when the Supreme Court ruled in the matter of Atufosi? What Okucheto and his collaborators didn't say and do. When the same courts say something that they don't like, they are reducing the court to ridicule.
Okay.
It's a bastardized court. It's a prejudiced panel. And all of that.
Okay.
I haven't finished. 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
And they say that one former Justice Atuguba says Supreme Court shouldn't be invited. Is he the one to make that judgment? It's just his opinion. Leave it for the Supreme Court. When he was on the Supreme Court, was he going to take directions from people outside the court? So if you believe that it should be a high court, let the Supreme Court make that call, not you. So it's a matter of just his opinion. You can't come here and tell us that that is the opinion that all of us should look at. Now, in conclusion, he couldn't resist bringing in Akufo-Addo. That Akufo-Addo should have called Mahama at some point to do something. Today, you know the value of calling and consultation. NDC. When Mahama was president, did he ever call Akufo-Addo? You are here in this country. Did you know of one situation or one occasion where Mahama called Akufo-Addo that come and let's talk about this matter? You see the double standards that these people exhibit on a daily basis. Yes, I'm concerned about the soldiers coming to Parliament on that day. I wasn't happy about it. Sammy Okucheto said that it could easily have been a military coup. The NDC, they have a penchant for military coup. I don't know why. Well, lest I forget, they came out of a military coup. So maybe that's why. Because, John Mahama himself, just a few weeks ago, was telling us that he was wondering why the military has not taken over. Just a few weeks ago, John Mahama himself, he said that the things that are happening today that he believes are not right, if they happened in the time that he was president, there would have been a military coup. So he's wondering why there is no military coup. And then my conclusion, and Sammy, this is for your benefit, says that what have we done with the majority? And I mean, the same question Sammy was asking, you should have been asking him those questions. If a majority is of no effect, and it's just majority and it's what you do with it, why is it that one and a half...
no effect? He didn't say it's of no effect. What did he say? He said, if you have the majority, what do you do with the majority?
Okay. Yeah. So if somebody hasn't done anything with the majority, barely 1 month to elections, what are you going to do with your majority? Huh? I mean, what? Sorry, I'm your projector. You're taking yourself and laugh all the time. If somebody hasn't done anything with their majority, like you are saying, in 1 month, what are you going to do with a majority? All this crumbling and all this fighting that we're having, all this tension, all this chaos, is because you want to be majority. Even when the court has ruled that the status quo should stay, you said no. You would disobey the courts. So in this instance,
now, Demra, they may be out no. I bring in nothing but the truth. I bring in facts back to back content. Now, but Mazana share video and share. Don't be students and company. Maybe I share one your comment section. But from Yafa, what my from a kuska. I'm a crowd later in the